Today is Friday, February 4th, and it's 7:36 in the morning Eastern Time. And this is just a trade update on a position I'm currently holding involving the Micro-Ethereum futures contract for the month of February. Ticker symbol is /METG22. And as of this morning, Ethereum is trading at 2,842. And since trading started last night at 6 o'clock, the contract is up $267. Well, not the contract, but Ethereum's up $267. So what I'm showing here is, again, at the 4-hour time frame, and each of these yellow lines represents a support resistance level that I've identified based on a 4-hour time frame. So we can see, if I scroll left, you can see that price was held support here at 2,009.57. Here, price fell right below it and has since been trying to get back above it based on the 2,650 resistance level. Now, I'm using the 4-hour because the daily time frame, there isn't that much history because the Micro-Ethereum started trading back in December. So there's not much history at all. So that's why I've defaulted to the 4-hour time frame. I'm also using the other platform to see a longer time frame, but looking at the futures, I'm using the 4-hour. So going back to the 4-hour, I did take a long position here last night. I got in about 5 p.m., about 6 p.m. when Ethereum or the futures market started trading again. So let's just zoom in a little bit. So I got in here just as when price broke above this resistance level. And since getting into the trade, Ethereum has broken this level up here where price just stalled out and faded towards the downside. So now that price is above it, that's a good sign that there could potentially be a continuation towards the upside. And the upside I'm referring to is this next resistance level of 2,953. Now, where I entered, I just have it shown as a white horizontal line. And the red line represents an $18 stop, which I had placed last night before I went to bed. So in the event that price did fall below the support level, it was going to close me out right here. So now that price is above it, I just recalculated, and Ethereum is now at my 4x return. So I was risking 18. So now the trade is up a little over $60. So that's about 4 times what I was risking. And so if I go back here, so if I was risking 18, so times 4, it's $72 ballpark, right? So if I open up Active Trader, you can see that the trade is up $72, my 4 contracts. And this is my entry price of $2,663.75, and that's what I'm showing right down here. So these lines are just visual representations as to where I entered based on my candlesticks. So that's the status of this trade. I didn't enter all 4 at once. I started scaling in little by little. So if I show trades, so Ethereum, I've been trading in and out constantly for the past week, but in this recent position, I was waiting for another attempt back above this level. So if I toggle down to the 30-minute time frame, let me just close this for now. So all 4 are actually in the same 30-minute time frame. Once when it broke above it, and then when it started retesting the support, I bought another one, right? So it was just like a yo-yo kind of effect, and each time it went up and down, I just started buying one each. So that's the rationale for my entry and the status of my trade. Now, considering that the futures market will stop trading tonight, I am still debating whether or not I should keep the trade open going into the weekend, because if volatility returns towards the downside, then there's nothing I can do until Sunday evening. So if for whatever crazy reason Ethereum spikes down way below my stop, I wouldn't be able to close the trade out until, again, Sunday evening, when the futures market starts trading. So that's something I still have to think about. Now, if I do stay in the trade, and let's say the trend does continue, I'll for sure start walking my stop up. I mean, I'll do that now. So I'm going to move my stop, my 18 pip stop, to maybe, let me adjust this here. So the stop is now, I'm just gonna ballpark this at 2,750. So take profit stop. And this I'll change to, so here's my new stop. So in case price does come back down, I'll protect as much of a win I have in case there's a sharp reversal. So that's my stop right here. So that's the rationale for all things of this trade. And what I'll do is I'll do another update this weekend or tonight, depending if I decide to stay in the trade. So I'll be back. Today is Sunday, February 6th, and it's 6:27 p.m. Eastern Time. This is just a status check on a trade involving the Ethereum futures contract. As of today's session, which started trading about 27 minutes ago, Ethereum is up $3,044, and right now price is way above this local support resistance level I identified last week. And fortunately, I stayed in the trade. I was thinking about closing the trade prior to the market closing last Friday, but I decided to stay in the trade because I thought the trend towards the upside was a lot stronger than earlier anticipated. So this is the status of the trade right now. When in my last recording, I moved my stop up to this level right here from 2006.18 to 2007.50. I almost got stopped out Friday. Good thing it reversed very quickly, and I'm still in the trade. So if I open up Active Trader, I still have my 4 contracts, same entry price, but the trade is now up $150. So I'm going to possibly stay in the trade maybe longer. I'll reassess this before I go to bed, and then hopefully tomorrow morning, if I'm still in the trade, I'll most likely stay in the trade. But yeah, so what I'll do is I'll set alarms up here right above the support level. Just let me know that if price does pull back, then I'll move my stop to the 4x level. So this way I'm again guaranteeing a profitable trade at 4x, provided that support level fails and comes down with conviction during the overnight session. But again, that's something I have to worry about later. But at the time of this update, Ethereum is still up and seems to be trending towards the upside. And if I go to the daily time frame, it could be a stair step up, right? So Ethereum could be walking back up towards 4,000 eventually, but here's a consolidation phase or area right here. So that's one leg, and then we might see another leg somewhere around here, and then, you know, maybe it continues on that way. But again, it's still TBD. So I'll end it again here and then pick it up in a few hours. So I'll be back. So just another update. Today is February 8th, Tuesday, and it's currently 12:35 p.m. Eastern Time. And at the 4-hour time frame, you can see that Ethereum has been pulling back since earlier this morning at 1 a.m. This 4-hour candlestick started pulling back. And this is the third consecutive 4-hour time frame with the pullback. And right now where it's marked up, my take profit, I've moved it up to 8x reward. So I was risking 18. So now I've bumped it up to, I've walked up my take profit as Ethereum was rising. So now I'm at 8x return. And if I open up Active Trader, the trade is now up $151 since entering this trade back on February 3rd, so essentially 5 days ago. So there's a strong probability that I'm going to get stopped out, but I'm already scanning for another window for another long entry, but I'll continue monitoring this trade. Maybe there's a short opportunity to take with it as well, because if price continues down to this yellow level where I've identified it as a local support resistance level back at 2,954, then maybe once I get stopped out, I'll continue taking a trade on the short side down to this level. But that's to be determined. But as of right now, I thought I'd just do one update. So if I toggle down to the 30-minute time frame, I have two alarms set right here. One is just to let me know that my stop is approaching. And the second alarm is just to confirm that price is below my stop and that I've been stopped out. So yeah, so I'll do maybe one last update once or if this stop is triggered. I thought I'd just do one final status check before that does happen. So it's somewhat imminent at this point. Unless there's a miracle where here price came down and then reversed, maybe we'll get something like that down here as well, but we'll see. So I'll pause it again and I'll pick it up hopefully another few hours and I'll be back. So it's Tuesday evening, it's 9:48 p.m. Eastern Time, and this is a 1-hour chart. So this is the final update on the Ethereum trade, Micro-Ethereum trade. It's currently priced at $3,077, and at the 1-hour time frame. So this afternoon where I left off was that I was going to place a stop right here at 8x. Price did come down, and fortunately it didn't come all the way down to trigger my stop. There was some consolidation here, and then price ran right back up towards 3150. And when this candlestick started, this is the new candlestick for today. So this is the Wednesday candlestick. So since the trading started, price has been fading towards the downside. So there's a probability that price is going to stay up here or may continue further towards the downside. But I think there's going to be a little bit more downside in Ethereum because there was this huge or significant run up. So I'm anticipating at least a cool down period. So at that point, I'll look for another opportunity to go long. But I'll also monitor this to see if there's a short window to take to take it towards the downside. But I'll just stay on the sidelines for now and look for another long opportunity. So I am officially out of the trade. So if I show trades, so if I toggle down to the 30-minute time frame, so my 4 contracts I'm out at $3,065 and a half was my exit price, and that was just a little below the 9x. It's still a profitable trade. I think with the 4 contracts, and from my entry, that was an approximately $160 win. So if I click on the trade tab, the $23 loss, this is as of this evening when the futures market started trading at 6 o'clock. So this is only just from 6 o'clock to when I closed the trade out. And if I click on the monitor chart, so this is when I entered my long position at 2,664, and my exit was $3,066. So that was about a little over 400 ticks, and for a net of about a little over $160. So, yep. So that's it. Until the next setup for Ethereum, I'm still bullish on the position or on the asset. So until next trade, I'll see you.